sitting here in the Phoenix motorglider. What's the target group for such a plane?
All right, so the target group for the potential customers that could buy this plane is basically the people that want to travel. Let's say those smaller distances. You can also travel the further distances. There's an option for extended wings,
which we can see
exactly
here, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So with the extended wings, you have a glide ratio of 30:1. Which is very nice. If you go for short wings, you always, with the purchase, you always get like option with the extended wings. So you're basically able to travel much more faster with the short wings.
Yeah.
You just have to be a little bit careful because the air brakes that you can see here are very effective with the version when you have a short wings.
Yes.
So the target group for this is basically the people that has been flying gliders for all life.
Yeah.
Maybe they are tired to pick up their planes on a field after the whole day when they lose the thermics, you know. So I think this is a very nice option for them.
Yeah. And I think you also have the option for a tow hook, so you can tow gliders.
Exactly. This is something that I see this is very huge advantage because you can basically get a towing system for this, and there's there's two schools of thought, I would say. There's people that hate when they're being towed with ultralight or LSA plane. They want big planes to be towed with. And I have to say, I was being towed with Phoenix, and if we're speaking LSA ultralight plane. This was a very good option. This was very good. It has enough power. We have a Rotax 912 ULS with 100 horsepower. And we are considering we will do IS option in the future, but this is what we have now, and it works perfectly.
Yeah, that sounds really great. And how easy is it to de-rig the glider or put it in a trailer or hangar?
All right, so we had to think about this also because of course everyone knows the JMB aircraft VL3, and it's a completely different thing from this. So with the purchase, basically you can purchase also the trailer for this from JMB aircraft.
Something specifically available.
And we have been thinking that a lot of people will be after the day of flying, they'll be alone. So we also sell support hangars for the wings, and you're able to reassemble the wings with just one person with this system.
So the fuel tank is in the wing as well, so you need to dump the fuel somehow.
You just close it. There's a between the wing and the fuselage, there's a fuel line. You close the fuel line, there's a system for it, and you don't need to dump the fuel.
Oh, that's good.
But of course, if you're gonna be flying, then you're not gonna be flying for another 3 weeks. You reassemble the aircraft. I would advise you to dump the fuel.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And you have 50 liters on left side, 50 liters on the right side.
And how far is the range if we don't use thermals?
Okay, so if you don't use thermals, if you basically just go with your engine with 70-75% of your power setting, you'll be able to go, can I do kilometers? You're going to be able to do like 700 kilometers-ish.
Okay, that's great, yeah. Okay, and it is an LSA?
It is LSA, maximum takeoff weight of 600 kilos.
And how much luggage can we take with us usually?
So the luggage compartment is behind us. You pull up the seat, and it's actually very big. And we're looking at about 35 kilos of luggage compartment weight. Yeah. You can also fully customize the panel. The glider pilots are maybe sometimes a little bit difficult because they're used to to get the avionics that they are used for their whole life. So it's the same process as you select the VL3. It's fully customized. We do this also with the Phoenix, and you can get a Garmin G3X. You can get autopilot,
and here's an Alex S100 or so installed for gliding, a barometer.
Exactly. It's a different world with the gliding, but we just want to do it fully customizable. You also can select the interior options. It's also the same as on a VL3.
Yeah.
And I think a nice feature, because this is like basically you don't. People are tired of just white planes. You know,
yes,
they want.
That's really what I love here with this one.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
Looks amazing, like your VL3s as well.
We have to do something different a little bit than a VL3. We want to do something. Our designer, Francois Stelander, he wants to basically do something really artistic.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like a piece of art. But I think during these days, JMB Aircraft is the only one you can purchase a new motorglider from on the market. So I think there will be, we're already receiving a lot of requests. We're limited with production. So this year we are limited for 6 units to be made.
Okay.
Next year we're limited with 12 units. And we're already started to fill up the next year. So
wow, okay. That's amazing to hear. Yeah.
Yes.
And it is easy to exchange the wing tips.
It's super nice, easy. Okay. So to be honest, I've flown this only with the test pilot a lot of times. I'm a VL3 pilot, and we were when we were bringing the planes to Friedrichshafen. So we were basically the one that is hanging up there. We needed to adjust it, and the guys showed me at the factory in Czech Republic how to attach it, and I did it here myself, and I did it in 2.5 minutes. It's super easy.
Wow,
you just slide it in. There's a little opener. You just get like a handle and squeeze it in and lock it, and that's it.
Wow, okay.
So now we're standing in front of the Phoenix. As you can see, it's a sleek design. We are considering that we will do a retractable gear version.
Oh,
yes,
that's great.
In the future, we are looking for this, but we need to do a lot of adjustments on the aircraft because there's actually, this is serial number 68. And there has been already. We bought the company that was previously producing this.
Okay. Yeah.
They had some financial struggle. For us, it's actually the production is so low. Their production is so low, like 6 units. So we like basically they were a little bit struggling with the supplies, with the support for the clients and everything. For us, because we produce the VL3s, we produce like 75 planes per year.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah.
So if they were laminating, they had a lot of fuselages, a lot of wings and everything, and they were struggling with more expensive things such as engines and avionics. And for JMB, it's no problem to buy 6 pieces of 912 ULS and to finish the aircraft. So that's basically why we rolled out with it. Where of course the finishing of the Phoenix by JMB Aircraft is different. So now we're doing the retractable version. We will have it in several months. We just need to be careful about the CG with the adjustments and everything.
But it will be the same with the 2 wheels and so on. Does it look somehow similar to the VL3 then?
I cannot tell you this exact system we will use, but it will be very similar to the system of a VL3 because we have a lot of experience.
Yes.
We just don't want to reinvent the wheel again. And we will do RG, and then let's say in 1.5 to 2 years, we will do also electrified version, but we just don't have a solution. We didn't find a solution on the market that we would be quite happy with. Okay. So we will do it as soon as we find something that, okay, let's try it, and it works perfectly, and it gives you like, we don't want to do it like with electric cars, with a cheap one where you can only go like 100 kilometers, you know? So we want to do a solution that will actually work for the client. But the flying of the Phoenix is actually quite easy. You have to the whole aircraft, as it's sleek. So basically, when you're taking off, what I see with a lot of people, what they do is they take off from the 3 points, which is the easiest, and the landing is also super easy. You just basically, if the only thing that we need to be careful about is if you have a configuration of a short wings. And you go for a landing. So a lot of glider pilots, they are used to, with their procedure, to pull out the air brakes into the fullest. You don't do this with the Phoenix. If you would want to do this, you apply much more power, so you still have a control. Because if you look how short the wing is, and if you extend the air brakes, so they're extremely effective. But in JMB aircraft, it's our planes are fast, they're interesting. Also the VL3, you can learn to fly it in a short time, but you need the correct teacher, you need the correct procedure. So when we sell a VL3, in every sale there's included 5 to 10 hours of conversion training. But of course, if somebody is like still struggling a little bit with the flying, so we will just give you a couple more hours until we're 100% sure you're safe. And this is what we do with the Phoenix. So what happens when you purchase a Phoenix? You can decide if you want to go to training center in Czech Republic or in Belgium. There's two facilities, and you can do your whole training there. You can stay there for a couple days. Training, you can learn about the aircraft, how it's built, how it's assembled, reassembled, and so basically when you're handed over the plane, you're able to do small maintenance on the aircraft. You know what the system is, how it's working, and you're able to fly the aircraft. So that's very good for the clients.
That's something we don't know from the gliding manufacturers, such a service, but that's amazing. Yeah.
That's where I think this is like a huge advantage from JMB aircraft, because basically this plane is really, really nice. I really like it. I like how it flies. I like how it looks. I like how it can be customized by us. And we just apply the systems that we already know from the VL3s, where we have over 600 units flying out there. And this means also that we have a let's say, chain of support centers. So because we have a lot of dealerships all around Europe, all around, we have also a lot of dealerships in USA. And basically they are gonna service the Phoenixes also.
How is the certification, or how can you fly this LSA in the United States? Is this a problem, or is it experimental?
No. You don't need to go for experimental. So at the we go with the VL3s for experimental, because the rules are you need to, if you want to be, you have experimental or LSA. And there is no retractable gear for the Phoenix at the moment, that works, that we can register as LSA. But we are hoping that something will happen with Mosaic rules that should be applied starting next year, and then it will just be, even the VL3 will just be LSA. This just opens a whole new chapter for us. So I think the buyers from the United States will have this registered always as LSA. If they will want to purchase the RG version, they will also be registering as LSA because of basically it's end of April right now. The Mosaic rules should they should be applied starting of next year, hopefully. And the lead time for a new Phoenix at the moment is 12 to 14 months. So I think it will be like keep on a dot.
Some more questions. What about the price? How much is it, and what is the tow weight? So how heavy can be the glider which is towed?
So I cannot tell you about the tow weight, because I would be lying to you. I don't know the number. I can tell you that when we're off the camera, because I'm not 100% sure with every kilo. But with the purchase price, we're looking at a little bit more than 200K plus VAT. You need to add a VAT on it. But we're already speaking with the plane with very nice. I'll then show you the price list so you can see what's in a base price. We're speaking about the radios from Trig, transponder, G3X, and of course the parachute. So you're going to be already buying very nicely equipped airplane.
Okay, so the big avionics is not included, but you have a painted and
we will
assembled
have selection. Yeah, we will have selection that basically if you want a gray version of this, this is only 1,000 euros more.
Well,
so we're not speaking about some extreme numbers. And then with the design selection, I cannot give you the exact prices for that, because there's going to be like lines. But what I think will happen is that you're going to be offered a couple designs already included in a base price. That's what we do with the VL3. Because we don't want to see white VL3s. I like white VL3s. I like 915s when they're all white. In my opinion, they look bigger. But we want to see flying like pieces of art gliders around. So we will give you several options for the design.
And you don't have a lot of restrictions about the color. So if it's too dark or so because of the temperature. I think the gliding manufacturers, they always say it's a problem with the temperature, and that's why they are white.
But how we figured it out with the VL3 is that we use a little bit different resin with the lamination. We did a lot of tests, we are, of course, when you're designing the VL3, well, the designer will tell you we need to be careful on structural parts, that there is not too much black. But we're using the same system for the Phoenix, so of course we cannot do a black glider, but there can be a lot of black elements that are on a parts that are not structurally.
Yeah, perfect. Very interesting. Perhaps at some point we can also make a flight with this. It would be very interesting to see how this Phoenix also behaves without the propulsion and fly some thermals and so on.
I'll be happy to welcome you in Czech Republic in the facility to show you the factory, and you can try all the models of VL3. You can try versions of the Phoenix, and we can get beers in the evening.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you, no worries.